Welcome back. Where's the camera right now? Is it that camera? Cool. Hi, I'm awake. Good morning.
Good morning.
Um, my
Good
name.
morning,
Yeah,
Extra Life.
good morning. Hi, I'm Amanda. That's Andrew. He's not mic'd. I am, specifically because this portion of your Extra Life stream is brought to you by Shiro, our friend, who has provided us a Lego kit, which I am. Yeah, you have to go decant the Legos. We're going to be attempting a thing that we have seen done and that we have done ourselves in the past, successfully, might I add. We are going to do Keep Talking and Nobody Legos. This is an idea we got from the Loading Ready Run folks during their annual Desert Bus for Hope marathon. This year's version of which is starting up next week. So go check them out too. They're awesome. And what they've been doing the past couple of years is buying a Mega Constructs kit because they are cheaper. And having one person have the pieces and one person have the instructions. And the person with the pieces can't see the instructions, and the person with the instructions can't see the pieces. And then the person with the instructions tries to explain to the person with the pieces what to do and how to do it. So we're going to attempt to do that. We are doing that with my good friend Insidious Pie, my friend Jules. Hello! Jules is joining us from her own apartment because we've been doing all of our Extra Life stuff this year remotely. And this actually works quite well for Keep Talking and Nobody Legos because it means that there's no chance I'm going to see the instructions. And as long as Pie isn't looking at the table in the stream, she will also not see the pieces. So we're going to attempt this, but to keep things as secret as possible, our Lego kit was not provided by my stash of unbuilt Lego, which I have far too much of. It was provided by our friend Shiro, who is in the chat. Hello, Shiro. Thank you very much. So I don't even know what it is. I haven't seen a box.
Are there any identifying marks on these bags? So here, have some bags.
Wow. Not even numbered bags. Well, that's exciting.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Okay.
All right.
Also, I'm speaking at the stream for now, but I will
That's fine, yeah.
staring at it at such time that... I mean, the last time we did this, I definitely looked at the pieces you were holding up because...
Yeah, I'm not as worried about that as about me seeing the instructions. So
You're not gonna.
I'm not gonna see the instructions, so everything is cool. So I'm gonna start knolling my pieces.
Good call. I was going to suggest that very thing.
I am an experienced Lego builder.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I'm an experienced Lego builder, you can't really see it on stream very well, not just because it's tiny, where the view of it is small, but also because we're backlit right now because it's morning. But the helicarrier, the Lego helicarrier is back there, and I did build that. Andy built the Saturn V rocket, which is behind it.
I love that kit so much.
It's real cool.
The lunar lander.
Yeah, so do I. Heck yeah. But one of the other things we have Hogwarts, we have the Sandcrawler, we have Orthanc, we have a lot. We have a lot of Lego because I love Lego and I enjoy building it. I find it very zen-like.
Yeah.
You forgot what kit you got us. Well,
that's going to be exciting, Shiro.
It's an adventure. This is, oh boy, this is not a thing that you're going to be able to have guessed.
No, she does. It's that Shiro has forgotten what kit he got us.
Oh, okay.
This says London on it.
You're looking at
the
instructions,
interesting.
But I have forgotten somehow. That would be.
We're gonna put that over here. Let's see. So I am knolling my pieces. For anyone who is not an experienced Lego builder or is a casual Lego builder or who tends to just open up the bag and dump all the pieces out and then go digging through them, which is definitely a way a lot of people build Lego. That is not how I build Lego. I put my pieces in a sort of organized array so that when I'm looking for 3 of a piece, I can easily put my hands on it. This is a little finicky to do because you have to sort of predict how many you have of a given piece as you lay it out. So if you don't know how many you're going to end up of a piece, sometimes you end up with some odd arrangements. But it does really help you visualize what you've got in front of you, which in a game such as this is very important because Pi is going to be saying to me, you need 3 beige pieces or 2 black pieces with pieces on the front of them. And I'm going to need to know what she's talking about. So being able to see what I have available to me is definitely helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Knolling is something you can like find videos about it and stuff. It's basically just a way of organizing things. I often build using a like TV tray that we have.
John and Sims to join this call if
Awesome.
They want to talk about fundraising and stuff.
Yeah.
While you build.
That is totally cool. I have been doing this for ages. I didn't know there was a word for it until I was, I follow Adam Savage from the Mythbusters on...
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, on Twitter. And he's a really interesting guy just in general. And we have seen him live, which was very cool. Several years ago, Wootstock is a thing that has been done out in California several times. It's like a live comedy variety show, sort of. And they've done it out in California several times because that's where most of the people who are involved in it are based. But they brought it to Boston once, and it happened to be on Halloween. It was the best Halloween I've ever had. And we went to see it. We got tickets. We went into Boston to see it. Was that at the Wilbur? I think that was at the Wilbur. And we got to hear Grant Imahara speak, which was really awesome. He talked about building robots. He talked about working for Industrial Light and Magic, which was really awesome. And he talked about how when he was working for ILM, he got to be in the C-3PO costume several times.
Ooh.
So Grant Imahara was, who is sadly no longer with us, which is really, really, really tragic.
Yeah, wow.
Grant was he was a tall, skinny guy. That's just how he was built. And to fit into the C-3PO costume, you need to be a tall, skinny guy. Because Tony Daniels is definitely a skinny guy. And that's how the costume was built. It's supposed to look like a robot that is an average size human or a not bulky human. It's supposed to be a sort of, very standardized human size, and all of them are supposed to be the same size. And so you had to find the right person in the costume so that the costume didn't add too much bulk, so that the costume looked the same on the person in it as it did when Tony Daniels was in it. So they had to be the same build as him.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant was the right build. And so they would send him on like appearances. So if like C-3PO was supposed to be at an opening for like a computer store or something, they would send Grant in costume because they weren't going to get Tony Daniels to come and like go to the opening of a computer store, but
Right.
they would definitely send Grant Imahara in costume. So he talked about that, and that was really cool. It was really neat to listen to him talk about that, and talk about.
Take away from it, he said that you think Anthony Daniels is an acting genius for coming up with weird ways that 3PO moves, but it's actually the restrictions of the suit
Yeah.
that makes it impossible to move in a non-3PO way.
The suit sort of directs your movements. But yeah, he was there. Adam Savage was there. Adam Savage is sort of famous for showing up to conventions wearing costumes that obscure who he is, and
yes,
making
Adam Incognito.
Yes, and making people sort of try to find him. And that night he was wearing a Chewbacca costume, a full Chewbacca costume. And I remember seeing at the beginning of the show someone leading someone in a full Chewbacca costume, like to like a door in the theater. And, you know, it was Halloween. It was on Halloween. It wasn't just close to Halloween. It was on Halloween. And I remember thinking, oh, are they like, is that someone who's like part of the show? Or is that someone whose costume is like, means they have to sit somewhere special because it's so tall, you know? And because some of the seats at the Wilbur are awfully tiny. And you know, so that's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking it was Adam Savage. I was dressed as a card catalog. And you may be wondering, how does one accomplish dressing like a card catalog? One does this by taking catalog cards from an old-fashioned card catalog and stitching them to a skirt. So it's basically like pilots, like sequins that hang. And that's exactly what I did. I made myself a skirt covered in catalog cards, and I ran them up and down my sleeves and the front of my shirt, and I pinned one to a hairband and put that on my head. And after the show, they had autograph signing. And so I realized I hadn't really brought anything specific to be signed. So I tore some catalog cards off of my costume and used those. And
Clara, what have you got?
what does she have?
Whatever it is she ate it.
Yeah, it's gone now. And the one that I handed Adam was Fun with Lasers, because they were all like old catalog cards from like the 80s. And so I actually went through them and found ones that sort of fit with who I was handing it to. And Adam got Fun with Lasers. Marion Call got like You Can Play the Ukulele. And I was like, oh, it's so perfect. Thank God all of these cards were nonfiction. Because we use them, you know, we don't have physical card catalogs at the library anymore. And people get weird about that. They're like, oh, I miss physical card catalogs. And I'm like, no, you don't actually. I certainly don't. It takes so much time and effort to maintain them, and they don't allow for networking. But yeah, as I went up and handed them to them, they were like, how did you even get these? I was like, well, I work in a library and we don't have a card catalog anymore. So guess what we did with all the cards? We used them as note paper. So like if someone calls us and wants something, we can grab an old catalog card and use it to take notes for what they want. So yeah, I had Fun with Lasers and a book on ukuleles. I have them all somewhere. They're like packed up in a DVD case or something. But yeah, so Adam Savage, he's a maker. He builds things. That's his thing. That's what he does. And he has a couple of videos about like knolling your tools and knolling the bits and pieces that you're working with. And it just makes it so much easier to figure out what you've got. Did I have a long steel rod through me? No, I did not. I wasn't about to go that far for verisimilitude.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you managed to turn your skirt into a Rolodex somehow.
What was that? Yeah, Andy was Jamie Heineman. And it was kind of eerie, honestly, which Adam agreed on. It was a great show. I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pee my pants. It hurt. Like my face hurt from laughing so hard by the end of that show. And it went late and we were like, are we going to like miss the last train? But we didn't. We made the last train and we got autographs from everyone. It was fantastic. And they've never come back to Boston. So they never brought Wootstock back here. So I'm glad we went when we did. I debated it at the time. I wasn't 100% sure about going, but I'm glad we did it. It was great. All right, so I've got the big bag done. I'm on one of the smaller bags. There was a smaller bag contained in the big bag, which is frequently the case. A set of this size doesn't usually have numbered bags, actually. Just looking at the number of bags we have and the number of pieces, a set this size usually just has, bags that are sorted out from like manufacturing. Right. And then it doesn't really have them numbered. You're supposed to just open them all and look through them all at the same time. Normally, with a Lego kit, you've got numbered bags and you open them in order. And like I said, normally I use a sort of TV tray, which I really like because it actually has pockets. It has like a little, we got it at IKEA years ago, and it has two little wells that you're supposed to be able to put a cup in and a long well at the top that you're supposed to be able to like put your utensils in. And it's very, very good for holding like these round, like long pieces or the bits, the little bitty bits that roll around. All the little pips. It's good for holding that sort of stuff.
I've been doing similar stuff with necklace making, where Zach actually asked me the other day, he goes, do we have like a cooking tray anymore? And I was like, a what? He goes, like for like a baking tray for like cookies and crescent rolls and stuff. And I said, yes, I kidnapped it for bead making so my beads would stop rolling off the table. Why?
Yep.
Like, I would like to make crescent rolls, please. Can I have that back? And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I had kidnapped it for that long and that you didn't know where it was. Whoops. So one, he took that back. Two, I discovered as I was ordering more beads,
muffin trays,
that the company that I order stuff from makes a little plastic thing that you're meant to like lay your stuff on, and it's all marked so that you can measure it like straight on the thing.
I have a friend who got super into like little tiny beading for a while, and she had that.
So it's got like a whole like a place to like lay the necklace bit, and it's all like marked in like centimeters on the one bit and inches in the other bit, and it's got like pockets in all the corners so you can put all the little fiddly pieces in them so they stop trying to escape. They still try to escape, but they escape less.
When so
muffin trays would also be good. You're right.
Yeah, muffin trays are a really good idea. So at my workplace, I'm a children's librarian, for anyone who is unfamiliar with me, and I work with all manner of kids, but we sometimes will do craft programs for older kids that involve beads and sometimes very tiny beads. We also use like shoebox size plastic tubs to hold a variety of materials like DVDs that are easier to browse if they're sort of upright and you can flip through them. Paperback series, good Lord, paperback series books. Things like that. We use these bins to hold them. And that means we end up with a lot of bin lids lying around, not getting used for anything. And we found that they make excellent bead trays.
Oh yeah, I bet.
They've usually got a little bit of like a lip to them. And they've usually got like an interior divot of a kind. So you can sort of separate things out. All of these bits are just going to sit off to the side. Any one width flat tip, I usually just sort of shove to the side.
Oh yeah, the little fiddly one-offs are.
Yeah.
Those are easy enough to sort through.
I suspect I know, largely because of this piece right here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But we'll get to that.
It's okay. It's going to be fine. Ice cube trays for tiny beads. Yes, ice cube trays. And this is kind of funny. Mini muffin trays.
Yep.
From easy bake ovens.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can see it.
Because they're shallow, because it's an easy bake oven. So you don't want it to be that deep, because goodness knows it's not going to get heated that much.
Being cooked by a light bulb, you're not
yeah. There were a couple of videos on like BuzzFeed that were all like making things with an easy bake oven and actually trying like legitimately bake using an easy bake oven.
Oh, I've seen those. They don't come out well.
No, they don't. They really don't.
That light bulb was doing its best. Yes, it was.
What was that?
This is not our stream chat.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I'm getting there, folks. I know it's thrilling watching me knoll pieces, but this really will make things so much easier later on.
Yeah.
It's going to make Pie's job easier, and it's going to make my job easier. And given how tired we both are, anything that keeps us from sobbing in desperation, I think is a good idea. So I do want to lay a couple of ground rules for this particular portion of our streaming day. We're both very, very tired, and
it's tea, actually, not coffee.
Don't let your coffee get cold. Yeah, it is tea. And it was so hot a few minutes ago that I would have burned my mouth on it. We are very, very tired. Because we are very, very tired, at least for me, my ability to parse jokes disappears when I'm exhausted. I can't always figure out that someone is being funny. It just doesn't. Lobster says, "Hey Andy, your mic is off." He's not mic'd because he is not the center of the stream, as he just said, and I have to be mic'd. But because we are doing this via a Zoom call with our good friend Jules, we have to have a headset plugged in, or it doesn't work. Because that's the only way to capture Jules's audio and have me able to hear her at the same time, which is rather essential to this whole endeavor.
Sort of important.
Yeah, it's pretty necessary. The whole point. Yeah, but like I said, I become very, very, very bad at parsing jokes. My brain just stops understanding that someone is trying to be funny, and I get confused by things.
Also, and I'm sure that this is true for Amanda too, my tolerance for jokes sort of hits the floor.
It tanks, yeah. My ability to laugh.
So while I know you think you're being funny, I promise that you're not. We have all had a very long week in general.
Yeah.
And a long 24 hours that I have been awake now, and I'm not done yet. So,
yeah.
Maybe, as my Nana likes to say, don't be a pest.
Yeah, just, give us our space, okay? Because while we appreciate people trying to be funny, only really, really funny jokes, you'd better be really sure it's actually funny. If it's gonna stand a chance of getting through my sleep-deprived fugue state, it had better be the funniest joke in all of existence. It had better be like the joke that takes out the Germans in that Monty Python sketch, because otherwise
I was gonna make that
chance I'm getting it. I will instead just be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
What?
What are you talking about? Why would you say that?
Why
that
would
will
you say
be
such a terrible thing?
That will be my brain. Especially if I'm focused on Lego, I'm focused. So, yeah, you can try, but do understand that it may result in me being very confused and possibly not happy.
And also explaining the joke derails the stream and is not helping you.
Yeah.
If you have to explain it to us, it's already gone wrong.
Just saying. I don't want someone to like think that they're being funny, have me get upset about it, and then also be upset about it. I am warning people that my brain is not functioning at even like quarter capacity at the moment.
Hey, clown friend. Yes, our schedule got shifted because my computer went kablam in the most devastating way possible. Actually, no, I take that back. The most devastating way possible would have been for it to like actually catch fire. But
thank God it didn't do that.
Shifted. So now we're doing Legos at 10.
Yes, we are here. I am knolling my pieces. I'm almost done knolling.
I am internally growling at the various motorcycles that keep going by my house.
Okay, so real talk. You know, if you've been in my stream before we moved, how frequent the goddamn motorcycles were.
Honest.
At my old apartment. The other day, Andy said to me, "You know what I heard the other day? Was there actually an earthquake? Are you joking with me? Was there actually an earthquake?"
Oh, was that what that was? Because I felt my couch vibrating, but I'm like, either I'm incredibly exhausted.
At 9:10?
Yeah, that would have been then.
I didn't feel it, but...
Huh.
Okay.
Well, that explains that. I was like, wow, that train is really, really resonant today. Damn. Because I'm across the street from the train tracks, so... I was like, damn, the garbage train is real heavy.
It was on the back, so...
Well, that's what that was.
Okay. All right. 2020 just keeps on rolling.
It just keeps happening. It won't
everything
stop
happens
happening.
so much. I did have to ask. I was like, "Are you joking with me?" Because I will believe you. I've become very gullible at this point.
I mean, also, like, it's 2020. I'm not even surprised at this point.
One of my friends, so my friend Blanche, and I will give a shout out to my friend Blanche right now. Let me, I've got, the mic. I might as well.
Yeah, all right. That's what that was.
My good friend Blanche, who runs a fitness stream over at Blanche Case Fitness. So yeah, nearer to Pi if it was at if it was in Dartmouth. My good friend Blanche, she's awesome. And if you want a really chill workout stream with someone who is super positive and non-judgmental and wants people to exercise because they enjoy moving their bodies, not, and because they enjoy finding ways to like get their body to do new things and increase your stamina or your strength, but not in a way that involves pushing yourself in an unhealthy manner. She's very health positive and very body positive. Blanche is awesome is what I'm saying. So go check her out. She's really cool. But Blanche was talking about all the things that have happened in, can I use this to prop this away from my pieces? Yes. Thank you. Because otherwise my mic cord is bumping pieces out of order. Blanche was talking about like all the things that have happened in 2020 so far. And she was like, yeah, there was this and there was that and there was this and there was that. And she's going through this whole list of all of the all the things that have happened this year that feel like they've, happened forever ago, but it was this year. And I was like, don't forget the volcano. She was like, wait, what? Volcano? I was like, yeah, there was a volcano in the Philippines in January.
Oh my God, that was this year.
That was this year.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I am like so acutely aware of that is that one of my best friends, one of his parents is from the Philippines, and they had gone to the Philippines to visit family in January. And so they were there when it erupted. And he spent a very stressful 24 hours without being able to reach them. They were fine. They had been on the island with the most smoke, but they had already left it when things happened. And they still, had to be like masked and being careful because of ash. Because this was January, so this was before COVID had spread that far. But they were still masked and being careful because of all the ash falling from the volcano. And when he finally got in touch with them, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it erupted the last time we visited too." He was like,
I just cannot even.
They had last visited the Philippines in like 1964 or something like that, and it had erupted then too.
Sweet genius.
Or it wasn't that they had last visited, it was that they were there when it last erupted.
Right.
That was it. So yeah, he was like, they're very laid back about this.
That's like my friends that live on the West Coast. I have both friends and family that live in and around Seattle and in and around the Bay Area of California. And it absolutely blows my mind the way that they're just like, oh yeah, it's fire, it just happens. Like, I genuinely, at my cousin's wedding, I can't 2 years
fire
ago,
freaks
something
me
like
out.
At my cousin's wedding 2 years ago, which, bear in mind, was at this ranch in like wine country of California, where you could see the line where the fire had stopped the previous year, where the trees were all dead, where she almost didn't have a wedding venue because it almost caught entirely on fire. And we're just like, Dev, how? Okay. So that was its own thing. But we're like sitting at the pool, like, just chilling out, whatever. And it's like me and one of my cousins and her cousins from the other side of the family and their spouses and whatever. And we're just, sort of, we've all, rolled our skirts and suit pants and whatever out of the way, and we're dunking our feet in the pool. And one of them goes, yo, see that cloud over there, that sort of brown looking one? And I was like, yeah, why? He goes, that's smoke. And I'm like,
should we
be concerned about that? Is that a problem? Is that bad? That seems bad. And he's like, nah, it's fine, it's over there. We can see which way the wind is going. It's okay. We'll be fine. And I'm just like, ha. How do you live like this? How do you do this? He's like, y'all have blizzards every winter and it's fine. I'm like, no, that is different.
That is very different.
That is vastly different. That does not destroy my house. That does not destroy.
I mean, hopefully it doesn't destroy your house.
If the blizzard has destroyed your house, that is catastrophic, and that has gone horribly wrong.
I mean, there are places that have, like, during 2015, you know what, these are not getting nulled. There's so many of them and they're all the same. So they're just going to go over here.
Well, right. Yeah, no, when we had like
in 2015, there was so much snow, and there are people who have built houses around here in a very smart way. It's why we have peaked roofs here. And it's why you can drive around and see on some older houses, there are little sort of metal bits sticking up from people's rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
What are those metal bits? Those are to break up snow as it falls off the roof so that it doesn't crush things as it falls.
Right.
So yeah, really, we know how to handle snow, but there are always some people who think they know how to reinvent the wheel, who try to design houses for New England in ways that New England does not like.
Yeah.
Yeah, always someone trying to skate uphill.
It's not even just New England. It's my high school. My high school in Pennsylvania was designed by some wingnuts from California who decided, yeah, we can totally bring the schools that we build in California to Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. Oh shit! That was excuse my French. That was a terrible idea. That was not well thought through. Never mind the fact that in numbering the classrooms, they also numbered all the bathrooms and the closets, which led to a class being assigned to a closet once, which was hilarious. And did not work well. But also, it was a bunch of separate buildings with covered walkways in between them in southeastern Pennsylvania, which gets snow.
Oh
fun
yeah,
fact.
it does.
And all of those covered walkways were flat, so they collected snow and ice.
Andy and I went to visit his family in California one year while I was in college, and I was in that area of Pennsylvania, and we came back to like 1.5 feet of snow in March. So
yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Flat roofs, don't do it around here. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in that position. That's going to be bad. Your roof's going to cave in.
Yeah, all right. That ends in tragedy.
Jules, I have knolled all my pieces.
I see that. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful.
Thank you. Shall we begin?
Let's shall.
Okay.
All
what
right.
shall I start with?
You're going to start with a bunch of those flat black pieces that are up towards the top there.
Okay. The long ones, the like 2x10 or 2x12?
I'm getting to that. You're going to deal with a lot of them.
Okay.
So step 1, you're going to need the 2x12. You're going to need 1 2x12.
Got a 2x12.
And then you're going to need 2 1x4s.
Got them.
Let's see. And all right, we'll start there and we'll get to the rest of it in a second.
Okay.
So you're going to take your 2x12 and your 2 1x4s.
Yep.
And you're going to put one of the 1x4s on one of the short ends of your 2x12, such that 2 of the pips on one of the sides are overlapping the 2 on the end of it, and the other 2 are hanging off to the side.
Am I making basically a very shallow C or U?
No, but you've got the idea.
Okay.
So you're going to do one of them that way, and then you're going to take the other one and form an L with your existing one, with the entire 1x4 flush with the edge of the 2x12 that the other one is flush with. If that made sense.
Not necessarily. Okay.
You got it.
So if I have an L.
Yep.
I'm looking at it in front of me, and I have the long part of the tall part of the L is the 2x12, and the foot of the L is the 1x4, and it is attached to the bottom 2 of that. Then my other 1x4 is going to go following up along the tall part of the L.
Yep.
With its edge against the sort of back edge of the L, the long edge. Yep. Excellent. Okay.
I mean, I could see what she was doing last year, Lobster, for the most part.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell me where in my layout my pieces are, but you can definitely tell me if I've got something right.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do the rest of it, but I am going to be like, no, you got it, if you've got it.
Yeah, because she was sitting across the table from me last year. So.
Yep. And Flash, there were definitely a couple of them where you just pulled a thing and went this, and I went, yeah, that's that.
We had like my laptop in between us, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So the next thing that you are going to need is oh crap. How many is that? Oh boy. 3, 6, 8. You need a 1x8.
Got it.
And
Clara has come to try and build Lego with us. That might complicate this.
Oh boy. You need a 2x6, but the weird 2x6 that has a bit of 4 that sticks up out of it, and 4 pips coming. Yeah, those.
Yeah,
suckers.
I've got that.
Yeah.
I made note of those as I put them out.
There were several, and I was like, you're gonna know exactly what that is.
Yeah. All right. So I've got those 2 pieces.
So you've got those 2 pieces. So with your 1x8.
Got it.
You are going to continue up the long side of the L, immediately following the 1x4 that was there, and you're going to have 1 pip that hangs over the edge, and that's okay.
Cool, got it.
And then you are going to snuggle the 2x6.
Yeah.
right up under the bottom of that L. So it's going to attach to the bottom of the L, not the top one, but the bottom of the L thingy.
Yep.
I should be clear. Such that the little extra sticking up pips are on the outside, and the very bottom of it and the bottom 2 pips of the 2x6 will be covered by the bottom of the L.
I think I got it.
I believe that you do, looking at it.
It's sort of like a lowercase b now.
Yes, very.
Yes, snuggle is a technical Lego term.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's very snuggly.
Very
cozy. I mean, I'm cuddled up on my couch with a very fluffy blanket. Everything is snuggly.
Oh, Clara, I know, baby.
No one's noticing me.
She's very confused about this entire night.
She's just like, this is not... What are you doing?
I gave her the wrong food this morning. I gave her dry food instead of wet food because it was still dark out. And I wasn't waking up to feed her, so I wasn't thinking about it being morning.
Oh, I'm sure she was mortally offended.
She loves her dry food, so she dove right in.
Oh, all right.
I'll give her wet food as a snack later, and she'll be absolutely over the moon about that.
Okay.
All right.
I know some cats are very like, how dare you withhold my wet foods.
No, she just loves food in general.
That's true.
Which we couldn't have expected when we got her. When we got her, she ignored food for like 2 days while she hid under the couch. We were like, oh my God, she's not eating. It took us forever to find a food that would like attract her. Treats didn't bring her over. Wet food, we put it under the couch with her.
So she didn't even have to come under there.
Yeah. And she would like barely touch it. She was like licking it, and that was about it. We tried like kitten food. We tried a pouch full of the smelliest food I've ever opened. And she finally ate this one type of wet food. She came out for it. And we were like, okay, that's what she's getting from now on for wet food. Yeah. She started eating the dry food. But we've always sort of assumed that meant that she's not food motivated, except she totally is food motivated.
Yeah, it just has to be
She was just really nervous at the time. So, all right, I've got my lowercase b.
All right, you got your lowercase b. We are now going to fill in, well, we're going to extend and fill in your lowercase b.
Gotcha.
So, you're going to need one regular flat 2x6 that is black.
2x6 that is black. Got it.
So no excess.
Yeah, no
up on it.
Yeah, no raised bit.
And you need 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, screw. 1, 2, 3.
What does she have?
I have to be able to math, and this is difficult.
Oh. So we opened some Modern Masters cards last night. And we opened the ones with the cardboard packaging that had the pull tabs.
Oh, yep.
And I thought I had gotten them all and thrown them all away, but Clara has found one of them, and it is now her new favorite toy.
Of the available things, that's not bad.
Yeah, if she is welcome to play with that. All right.
Okay.
So I've got the 2x6.
You need that 2x6, and then you need a flat black 2x12.
2x12. Got it.
You're going to further extend the arm of the lowercase b with the 2x6, fitting it directly where, just matching up with the existing bits, and with the one hanging over pip from the other one.
Gotcha. So it's making it taller.
Yes, okay. Exactly. And then you are going to fit the 2x12 into that little gap that is in your lowercase b, making it more of a weird popsicle shape.
Oh, weird popsicle shape.
So straight in at the bottom where there's the sort of lowercase u space.
I see. So it's going to have some pips hanging over an empty space?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. And is going to line up with your 1x8 that was right there.
Gotcha.
On that edge. Okay.
So now I've got like a top layer that's flush with the 1x8 or the 1x8, the 1x4, and that raised bit on the.
Right.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay. Okay. You are going to need another one of the 2x6s with the raised bit on it.
Got it.
And another 1x8.
Got it. And yes, Shiro, cats love playing with garbage. We had a cat when I was younger. My family had a cat that loved playing with like bottle caps, like plastic bottle caps.
Mm-hmm.
And when my parents replaced their fridge, they found like 7 or 8, and also the pull tabs from milk.
Oh yeah. Oh, my cats loved those.
Yeah, he was into those, loved those. So we found like about a dozen of those under the fridge.
Oh,
He'd skitter them around the kitchen, and then he would lose them under the fridge, and he couldn't reach far enough to get them. So
I will bet dollars to donuts if my dad ever replaces his fridge that he's gonna find a
stash
milk pull twiddlies stuck under there.
One of the things that happened when we moved, when we packed, was we found like pom-poms and stuff from our cat Addie, because he had loved pom-poms. He would carry them around in his mouth and have them in his mouth, so he'd have a little sparkly pom-pom in his mouth, and he'd walk around going Hey, Andy, Derek Lloyd has joined our meeting.
Derek!
He may be connecting to audio still.
Derek, are you joining us in trying to Lego?
Call.
Trying to exhaustedly Lego.
Yeah, Andy's going to take a look at the call. All right, what should I do with these 2 pieces?
Okay, we're going to extend this popsicle platform thing that we're building here. So we're going to take the 2x6 with the raised bit.
Got it.
And put it in the exact same orientation next to the existing one. Right up under
where that like empty space was.
Yep. Fill in that empty space underneath the 2x12 there.
It said Derek. It popped up a message.
All right. You're taking your cat likes balled up receipts. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. So what do I do with this the 1x8?
We are going to extend the arm of this thing the same way we did before. So line it up with the other 1x8 that was on top and put it right where it fits. There will be some overhang. That is okay.
I have overhang of 3 pips.
Yep.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Got it.
All right. Oh, I see what we're doing. All right. We need one more 2x6 with a raised bit, and then one 1x2.
Black?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Got it.
Okay. We are yet again going to extend the side with the 2x6s with the raised bit on it in the same orientation. Just stick it up under.
It's like got 1 pip under the.
Yeah, it's going to hang on by a corner there.
Gotcha.
And then the 1x2 is going to be attached by a singular pip to the very first pip of overhang from that 1x8 that is closest to the thing it's hanging off of. And then the other side will come out toward the 2x6s with the raised bits.
So it's basically making that bit under the 1x8 taller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're going to have like the very top of it's going to look like a teeny little staircase.
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay. Oh, now we get an exciting collection of things.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Actually, what we get to do is we get to set this cluster that you've made to the side.
It is set aside.
So now we need to collect several things. All right. Ooh, I'm trying to zoom in here. It's with varying degrees of success. All right. So we need.
So for the sake of chat, Pi is using an online set of instructions.
Yes. I am using a PDF, in fact, which is thrilling. All right. 4. All right. So you need one flat black 4x8.
Ah, got it. Yes. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Couldn't count for a moment. And Lobster says the banner on the donation page says game day fundraising update. Extra lifers surpass 12 million USD raised to change kids' health. It's got up 900,000 in the last hour or so.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. That is
and
so
y'all
good.
Help with that.
Yes, we're
so
helping.
You, chat. Thanks for helping. Thank you for helping the children.
Pat yourselves on the back. Give yourselves a round of applause.
As Alex Stacy said about Extra Life or about Desert Bus a few years ago, we didn't do that. You did that. We are the custodians of your generosity. You helped make this happen. Thank you.
Yeah. It's so good. All right.
I literally watched that yesterday. No, day before.
It's such a good motivating speech.
And cried. I just cried my face off, which is fine. I needed that. I needed the catharsis, but I just cried. Because I was just like,
Yeah, sometimes you just got to get that emotion out.
Yeah, honest. It's, and it's that or percussive maintenance, and sometimes that's not really an option. So
yeah, sometimes you can't do percussive maintenance.
Yeah, you can't necessarily percussively maintenance yourself. I mean, some people can, and hey, you do that, but it's
not always feasible.
It doesn't work as well as when I do it to my PS2.
All right, so I've got my.
So you have your 4x8. Mm-hmm. Now you need one 1x4.
Black.
Also black and flat, if you please.
Got it.
All of these pieces are still black, by the way.
Cool.
1 1x8.
Got it.
5 1x2s.
Ooh, I managed that. That was dicey.
Oh, I see that. I see what you've done. Stream's on a second of delay, but I see what you did, and I'm proud of you. 2 2x3s.
Got them.
And lastly, you're going to need 2 of the non-pip flat black 1x2s from your miscellaneous pile. Or at least I assume that's where you put them. I actually don't know.
The miscellaneous pile is things that might roll, 1 pip flat things, round pips, and the clear 1x2 flat bits with no ring pips.
Okay.
Because there are about 1 billion of them, and I didn't want to have to lay them out.
See, this is why I shouldn't bother to tell you where they are, because I have no idea. I'm not wearing my glasses anyway. Because I don't need distance vision right now. I need the close-up vision for this PDF. All right, so step 1, you're going to take your 1x8 and one of the 2x3s.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to
That was already there.
Was that already there?
Or no, it wasn't. That's new. Sorry. There's another 50 anonymous donation below it.
Oh, thank you, anonymous.
Thank you very much. All right, sorry. 1x8 and 2x3.
Yes. And you are going to put one edge of the 2x3 onto the. Oh, hang on. I have to do this correctly so that it's oriented the right way, because otherwise this is not going to go well. Oh no. I've made a realization.
Oh dear.
I may have let you construct the first bit upside down. Because it is upside down on my camera, and it just dawned on me that that's backwards.
Huh. Okay, this is
I don't
salvageable.
know
This
how
is
tragic
salvageable.
that
Hold on. I think I can fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to deconstruct it in a way that maintains the positioning of the pieces.
Yeah.
I have failed.
Oh, nuts.
All right. I know that's going to go here. What is to the furthest? What's up down at the bottom? Is it the really long one or the 2x6? Which one snuggles into that like crevice?
Oh, that's a solid question. The 2x12.
Gotcha. All right. So right now I have a.
No, that's still.
It's still backwards.
Yeah, it's the
okay.
The extended 2x6s that you've got to flip around the other way, I think.
Yep. So let's hold on. We're gonna position them like this. Like that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's see if we can fix this. What else goes where?
All right, you need what is in fact a backwards L at the bottom, made out of 1x4s.
That and that. Got it. And then this goes up like this.
Yeah, and then a whole bunch of 1x8s and 1x4s that go all the way up. Actually, it's just 1x8s now that I look at it.
Yeah. And then no, that's not right. That's right. That's not right. I'm doing something wrong at the top. And I don't know what it is.
Let's start it from the beginning because I think that's just
okay.
There's a reason they put these steps in the order that they do.
Yeah.
And
sorry,
it's folks. From
doing
this shenanigan.
Rewind.
Right. Rewind. Once more with feeling with Jules not getting confused by upside down video.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay.
All is well. Okay. Get you your 2x12.
Yep.
I remember when I was assembling one of my minis and I got the leg on backwards.
Yeah, no glue. Yeah. All right, I've got my 2x12.
You need your 2x12 and your two 1x4s.
Got them.
Use the 1x4s to form a backwards L at the bottom corner of your 2x12.
Got it.
There we go. Extend the 1x8 up from the 1x4 with the one pip hanging over the edge of your 2x12.
Yep.
And put your 2x6 with the sticking up bits in that little space underneath such that it is hanging on to the 1x4 at the bottom by 2 pips, and the stuck up bit is to the outside of your construction.
Got it.
So form that little U shape.
Yep.
let's see. Put a 2x12 in that center gap that you've got there.
Yep.
Attach another 2x6 to the bottom of that, right next to the first one.
Got it.
Extend the other side with the 1x8.
Got it.
Attach another 2x6 by its one little corner there.
Got it.
And then put your black 1x2.
I have done something wrong.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't look like it should.
Did I miss something somewhere? Because that's entirely possible. We're missing a spot.
I have an empty sort of space here. I think I've put something in the wrong place. So, okay.
A 2x12 in there.
No, I have a 2x12 underneath and I have a 2x12 on top. Was it the 2x6 I was supposed to put on top?
No. Shouldn't be. Oh, no. There was a flat 2x6 that needed to go underneath and I missed it. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Okay. Give me a second. So 2x6.
Where the heck is that going? Hang on. That's why.
Let's start from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Got my 2x12.
Yep.
Making my backwards L.
Yep. That's my fault. I scrolled too far and I skipped a step.
And then I'm putting my 2x6 with the raised bit.
Yep.
On the left-hand side, facing out to the left. Then I am fitting what into the U?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
You are extending the edge with a 1x8 first.
Got it.
Then this is the part that I scrolled over because I scrolled too fast. You are using the one pip that's hanging over from that 1x8 to attach the flat 2x6 that has nothing hanging onto it.
Gotcha. There we go.
There's the piece I missed. That's what happened. And then you're fitting that 2x12 into that gap.
Gotcha. And then one of the 2x6s with the raised bit goes next to that.
Yep.
The other one goes next to that. Where does the 1x2 go?
At the very, very end. So not yet. You need to add another 1x6.
1x8?
For it to attach to.
Is it a 1x8? I don't have a 1x6.
I don't know why I said 1x6.
Okay, good, fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so that is up there. That goes under that. And that goes here.
There you go.
Awesome. Okay, that's over there now.
Converted. We solved this. Go put that to the side. We got there. All right.
Fixed.
So,
now I have all my other pieces.
I've
got my two 2x6s. I've got my big flat piece. I've got my 1x8, my 1x4, and my 5 2x1s, and my 2 little flat 2x1s.
Okay. So you need your 1x8 and your 2x3. And then you are going to attach your 2x3 to your 1x8 with the left side of the 2x3 hanging off, and the right side attached to the top of the 1x8.
So is it going?
Is
it the 3 pip side that's attached or the 2 pip side that's attached?
The 3 pips are attached, and 3 are hanging off to your left.
Okay, got it.
On the top part of it, so it looks like a lollipop.
Got it. Or a little flag.
Oh yeah. True.
Okay.
All right. You are now going to take your little lollipop flag thing, and use the hanging over 3 pips to attach it to the 4x8, such that all ends are flush with it.
So it's a rectangle with a smaller rectangle on top of it in the top right
exactly, up in that top corner there. You have now made a weird, almost American flag looking thing, except entirely in black rather than...
There's a statement.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. You're now going to fit another 2x3 in the other bottom or top, no, other top corner, excuse me. So the other same corner is where your existing 2x3 is, just on the other side of this rectangle.
So there's like 3 in between them.
Yeah, right. So there's one line in between them, because you're going to put a 1x8 in that slot.
A 1x8?
Or 1x6. Sorry, that's where I got confused. Like, I know we have a 1x6 in there somewhere.
I don't have any 1x6s. I have 1x8s. I have a 1x8 and a 1x4.
What have I done? Oh, that's why, because that's 2 pieces. So you're going to put a 1x2 and a 1x4 in it. Is what you're doing.
Does the 1x2 go up top?
Yep.
Cool. Got it. Okay.
All right. In the... All right. So you're going to have kind of 3 pips sticking out from your upper rectangle scenario. Right? Because you have your lower rectangle, and then on top of that you have your 2x3s in the corners, and then what amounts to a 1x6 stripe in the middle.
Is the 1x6 supposed to be going down on top of the big rectangle, or off of it up to above it?
Oh, down onto it.
Okay, I had it right. Awesome.
Delightful. All right. You're going to need your 2. You're going to need 2 of your 1x2s with the pips on them.
Got them.
And you're going to nestle them into the corners.
So that they sort of make the 2x3s into 2x4s?
Nope, other orientation. So that they turn the... So they add a new like 2x3 in this center on top of them, sort of. Not on top of them, but next to them.
So it's like it's stepped almost, but flat. I'm not explaining that well. They're going lengthwise against the middle 2 pips of the 1x4 in the center.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. To either side of it. Awesome.
And then to either side of those, on the outer edges, you're going to add your 2 flat 1x2s.
Got it. That's what I've got, folks.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you got it. All right. Next, you are going to take your remaining 2 1x2s and fill in the 2 gaps that you have.
So I have like an empty 2x4 at the bottom.
Empty 2x6, but yes.
2x5. Yes.
Or, God, neither of us can count. Yeah, 2x5. Yeah. You're right.
Cool. Okay.
Lord.
It's been a long night.
Yeah. Good gravy. We're doing the best we can, folks.
Clara agrees.
We're making it happen. All right. So now we are going to assemble both of the things that you have so far.
Okay.
We're going to take your tiny rectangle.
Got it.
And we are going to, let's see, how am I going to do this? All right. You're going to hold it so that your gap, your gap of your 2x5 is at the bottom.
Got it.
And then you're going to take your other contraption and come in from the right side and attach it by the 2 overhanging pips, so that those 2 overhanging pips are flush with the 1x2 that's on that side. So now you have an incredibly weird looking flag that you've assembled here.
Wait. So is it basically like the 2 pips that are hanging over are going under?
No, over.
Over. No, let me finish. Under the 1x2 that's bottommost on the right of the second layer of my rectangle?
Yes.
And so now I have a continuous line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips before I hit the piece with the raised bit on the bottom. If that makes sense.
Wait, hold on.
I've made sort of a backwards L with, if I were to stand it up, with a bit off the back.
Yes. By the looks of it, you've got it.
Okay, cool.
Hang on. Will you bring that to Zoom Cam or to overhead cam? I want to make sure that I did this right, so that we don't have to backtrack this wildly. Yes, you got it.
Cool.
All is well. Okay. So the what do you call it? The 1x8 that you just attached to it from the existing long monstrosity is now on the same level as the top rectangle of whatever that we just put on that other one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's the important part.
Excellent.
All right. We now need another 2x12 of flat and black, if you please.
Got it.
And we are now going to use it to fill in the gap / further connect these 2 pieces. So there's a nice cozy little spot that it will fit on our existing monstrosity, and that, yeah, you got it, just like that.
There was a cat hair underneath it.
Oh, of course there was.
So I had to get rid of that.
Oh, of course.
All right.
I mean, Clara wanted to add her own.
She needs to be a part of everything we do, so.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but, you know. All right. You're going to need another one of the weird 2x6s with the excess bit sticking up, and you're going to do exactly what you've done with all the other ones, which is cozy it up underneath the 2x12 and continue this little line that we've got going.
Done.
All right. Now you may notice that this has left you with several little 1x2 gaps.
Yeah.
You're going to fill those in with 3 1x2s, 1 for each gap.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I believed in you from the start. I knew you could do this.
Thanks.
You're so smart. All right. Now we need 1 more 2x12 and 1 more 2x6 with the raised bit on it.
Got it.
We're running out of both of these things.
Yes, we are.
So, we are yet again going to attach our little 2x6 by its one singular corner.
Got it.
And create another little 1x2 divot that I presume we're probably going to have to fill eventually.
Most likely.
And then we're going to take our 2x12 and put it parallel to that 2x6 and fill in that bottom layer with it, and put it as far back as it will go.
As far back as it
will
go. Is it hanging on by...
Yeah, it should hang on by one. Yeah, it should also hang on by one corner.
By one, and it's... Is it on top of that 2x6?
No, it's attaching to the overhanging.
It's behind it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
By one little corner there.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Brace yourself. We need one black 1x8 and then one gray 2x8. Nope. 2x6. I'm sorry, I can't math.
Got it.
I know, we've changed colors. Holy smokes. How will we survive?
How dare we?
I know, it's wild. So, we are going to we're going to use the 1x8 to continue to extend the line of 1x8s that we have going on. So extend that right up that 2x12 that we've got.
Got it.
And then fill in that nice little U-shaped crevice we've made with the 2x6 gray one.
What's being built, Jared? Technically speaking, I'm not supposed to know. Pi knows.
It's a secret.
I'm not supposed to know, but I have figured it out because there are two pieces that are pretty telling.
How did you figure? All right, no, I want to hear what your guess is. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not, but
I'm gonna show you, Pi.
How have you figured this out?
That.
Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see how you'd figure it from there.
It didn't come with decals.
No,
and,
it did not.
That.
Ah. Yeah, that would be a dead giveaway, wouldn't it?
It's definitely Dubai.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, for sure.
It's the Dubai skyline. Obviously.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, no, of course. As we all know it. In shades of gray, brown, and black. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Las Vegas, Andy says.
It's Vegas. Oh, boy. Oh, I mean, it could be, technically.
It's Boston.
Oh, God, yeah.
Boston.
No, it's Boston. I mean, we got a clock like that, kind of. Not quite the same.
Oh, but... I remember now. It's a Shiro. I almost got that one.
I believed in you from the start.
Lobster says, oh, what a giveaway. Yeah, I saw the clock face first, and I was like, And then I saw London, and I was like, I see.
I see what we're doing here.
I'm pretty sure I know what these are going to end up being. There are a couple of pieces that I'm pretty sure I know how they're going to figure into this. So yeah. All right, let's continue.
All right, you need what's got to be at this point the last of those 2x6s with the little extended bit on it.
It is indeed.
Oh boy. And you are once again going to attach it by one singular corner, this time to the gray piece.
The Burj Khalifa with a watch.
Yeah. We gave the people in the office buildings around the Burj Khalifa were tired of not knowing what time it was, so we gave the Burj Khalifa a watch. Yeah,
we just strapped it right on. We got a watchmaker to just make one with the biggest band possible.
Oh yeah, it's a smartwatch.
Yeah,
it tells us the building's sleeping habits.
Didn't they wasn't that one of the really big fireworks displays at New Year's last year was done on the Burj Khalifa?
Oh, I believe it.
I highly recommend. So if anyone wants to see the last time 2020 felt at all hopeful, prior to this week, I would go ahead and go look for the fireworks displays from New Year's from this past New Year's Eve. And they are amazing. Paris is absolutely wild. And they did a projection show on the Arc de Triomphe. And the soundtrack was done by Daft Punk. It was amazing. Nice. And they basically I watch Kate Stark, who is the sister of Graham Stark from Loading Ready Run, but an amazing streamer in her own right who has really built up her own brand and name, and does amazing stuff. She's fantastic. Her Twitch name is Kate. So go check her out if you want. But last year on New Year's, she was just running a stream where she was watching videos of and live footage of any fireworks show that she could find. Sydney was pretty good. Paris was amazing. Paris was definitely hands down my favorite. But there were a couple of others that were absolute. It got a little smoky towards the end because they didn't have quite enough, like the wind wasn't in their favor, so it got a little smoky towards the end because it was just sort of hanging. But really amazing. But the projection show, and then I think it was the Burj Khalifa, they like were using LED lights.
Clever.
To do these really intricate patterns. Amazingly done. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I would say go check out YouTube later and look up fireworks displays from around the world for New Year's 2020 because they were fantastic. I don't think the stream went down. I think my computer just decided it didn't want to show me the stream anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. The stream had a slight issue on my end too.
Oh, now I have to watch an ad.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, okay.
It had a hiccup, but I think we're okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now I have this very long piece with a piece sticking up out of it.
Yep, that's what we're going for.
It says clown gown. Thank you.
It's fine. All right. The stream unhiccuped itself. So now you're going to need 2 gray 1x2s.
Got them.
A black flat 1x4.
Got it.
And a beige flat 2x4.
Got it.
So what we are going to do is we are going to, as we suspected, fill in those little 1x2 gaps, but this time with the gray ones.
Got it. Okay.
The beige 2x4 is going to follow that gray 2x6.
Got it.
And then the black 1x4 is going to cap off the end right after that beige 1x4, or that beige 2x4 rather. So it is not going to extend the 1x8 as I thought it might. No, it is capping off the end there.
And I have sort of an empty bit of 1x6.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Jared, thank you for the donation.
Oh, thank you, friend.
We appreciate it. All right. What now?
I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, I see. All right. Set our large contraption aside for a moment.
It is set aside.
Fabulous. Now, if you would please go grab for me 2 flat black 2x2s. Not like they contain bit.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't see those. Okay, got them. Yes.
I should have phrased that better, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
2 black 1x2s.
And thank you for the other $5 donation. I assume you are entering some of the giveaways.
Ooh, yes.
There's some good stuff in there. We can say with authority that Andy's homemade bread is absolutely amazing. And
I have been singing the praises of this bread.
Y'all want this bread. It's so good.
Bread.
I get it for free.
Yeah.
Because I live with the man.
My eyelash is real nice, and I don't know, come donate the flour, but still, bread. Oh my God, such good bread. And
check out our team page. You can check out the prize stuff on Sims's donation page. He's got all the incentives up. And there's some really amazing stuff in there. There's some magic stuff if you're interested in magic. There's some really cool art. There are a couple of opportunities to hang out with Derek Lloyd, which is a prize in and of itself, really. The gracing you with his company.
Yes.
But yeah, there's some
blankie yarn. So they are so soft.
Yeah, I was wearing one earlier today.
So soft, so snuggly.
So cozy.
Yeah, actually, I want to get in on one of those because you got a scarf and I don't have a scarf and I want a scarf. So
if you don't win, I will make you a scarf.
These are going to remain.
Yes.
Yes, they're
we're gonna draw.
You can get Derek to build you a wonderful one-shot D&D campaign, complete
His are amazing.
Music, figurines, fancy board stuff, whatever.
Fancy digital map. Like it's amazing. He does really, really, really great campaigns, and he will do a one-shot for you and your friends.
So you could do that, or you can torment him by making him watch Armageddon with you.
Or if you donate to both, you might win both.
It's true. You could do both things.
Double the Derek, double the fun.
Yeah. Oh. Never too much Derek.
Yeah. So really.
Meld the two.
Yeah, you could do an Armageddon themed one shot. I think I just heard Derek scream.
Yeah, I just felt Derek recoil. That's what the earthquake was him.
Derek was like, "Oh, there was a disturbance in the force."
As if an entire Derek cried out in fright and was silenced.
All right, let's continue with building Lego.
You got your black 2x2s. You got your black 1x2s.
I got them.
One flat 1x2 with none pips on it.
Black.
Yep.
Excellent.
You need a black 2x6.
Got it.
And then you need a black 2x2 where half of it is standard flat with the 2 pips on it, and the other half is weird and stuck up and has the bits sticking out the side there.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So you are going to take your 2x6 and your weird 2x2.
Yep.
And you are going to attach the weird 2x2 to the underside of the 2x6 in the center of the long side, such that there are 2 pips on either side of it.
Gotcha.
Yes, just like you've done. Like a really weird airplane.
Yes. It's like a squat tee.
Yes.
Squat tea is my new fitness drink.
Now you're going to take your regular 2x2s and fit them to the underside of the 2x6 on either side of your weird 2x2, such that you're creating 2 little 1x2 divots on either side of said weird 2x2.
Got it.
Armageddon is coming for Derek. Oh boy. And then, as you might have guessed, you're going to take your 2 1x2s that you had and fill in those 2 divots.
Got it.
You are then going to take your flat 1x2 and stick it to those 2 pips on the side there that are sticking out.
Neat.
Yeah, we're finally making use of the weird side pips. All right. Huh? The everlasting. Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay. So now you're going to take your newest assembly.
Yep.
Bring it over to our existing assembly.
I think I see what we're doing.
Yeah, oh, you got it. You got it. We have a 1x6 gap, and we have a set of 1x6 that would fit ever so nicely in there, and that is exactly what we're doing.
And it has been done.
Ha-ha! Great success. A victory is ours.
Okay.
I knew we could do it. Oh boy. Are you ready to make use of the weird side pips?
I am ready.
We're going to make use of the weird side pips. All right. I need for you to acquire a regular 1x4, a pipless 1x4, and a 1x2. All black, if you please.
Excellent. Done.
Okie dokie. Starting from the end of our contraption that has the beige and gray bits in it.
Got it.
We're going to start from, we're working on the side of it.
Yep.
And we're gonna start with the edge. So you're gonna take your flat 1x4, your pipless 1x4, and attach it to the first 3 of the side pips, such that it
ends up flush with the left end.
Yes, exactly. Such that it ends up flush with the end. Then next, we are going to put your 1x4 immediately following your pipless 1x4.
So it bridges that gap.
Yep. And then following that, your 1x2.
Got it.
Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. All right. Now, how big is that? All right.
My mom bought me a Panettone, which is going to be really hard to resist until Christmas.
Heck it, do it anyway.
I think she's actually buying us both the second one to celebrate ousting a fascist dictator from the White House.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I'm
plotting some way to celebrate my restraint in not calling my father and gloating.
I need to order chestnuts.
Ooh, good call. All right, we need 3 pipless black 1x6s.
Got them.
Mm-hmm. And 2 pipless black 1x4s.
I only have 1.
Ooh.
Did I use a pipless one where I was supposed to use one with pips? Because I have 1 1x4 left with pips. And 1 1x4 left without.
No, I don't think you did.
Are they definitely both black?
Yes.
Weird.
Bizarre. Did I tell you the wrong thing somewhere? No, I don't think so.
So I have a pipless 1x4 at the far end of the beige piece on top.
Yes. Should
that have pips?
That should have pips. That's why.
Got it. That's easy to fix.
Oh, yeah. Problem solved immediately.
Yeah.
Aha.
Done. All right. So now
this is nothing compared to the fact that we had to disassemble and reassemble the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's nothing.
That was
all
easy.
Right. So, you're going to
There's a bit in the Sandcrawler that's still wrong as hell. Because by the time I realized that I had put the Technic part, because it has all these like windable gears and stuff to open and close the doors and stuff. By the time I realized that I had put it in upside down, I was so far along in the build that it was like a bag away. Like I would have had to disassemble a bag's worth of pieces in between to get back to it.
Oh yeah.
And at that, it was like a bag and a half away.
Oh heck that.
And I was like, I'm not doing that. It doesn't work exactly the way it should. It doesn't close exactly properly. Don't care.
No,
from the outside, no one's gonna know, and no one's gonna care. I know, and therefore I'm sharing it with all of you. Yeah. But
I promise you, I won't remember, so it's fine.
And it's sitting on a shelf in my guest room. It's not like it's on display in a museum. So who cares?
Yeah, right. You're not being judged. Okay, so you need to take your 3 pipless 1x6s, and
string them along.
Yep, fill in flush with the one before it.
Got it.
Along our side pips here.
And then I have the 2.
Yep, and then you're going to do the 2 1x4s.
Done.
Gorgeous.
Now, do we do what I think we're doing? And do we put the little London plaque on the part that still has pips?
We do. You're so smart.
See, this is the advantage of doing this with someone who has built a lot of Lego.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, this is the thing, is that when I explained to Zach we were doing this, he's like, that sounds like hell. And I'm like, nah.
For you and me, it's fun.
I'm good at explaining junk. We got this.
Yeah, the 2 of us, it's a good time.
Yeah, no, we're a good team for this. We got this.
Your sound just got real tinny and quiet.
Is that because I put my hand in the way? Probably.
Say something else?
Squirrels. Badgers.
No.
Inexplicable longbows.
No, it's...
Why are you this way? Why do you treat me this way?
Just got an audio pop.
Oh yeah, that was for me flicking my phone. Good, so that works.
Percussive maintenance. Yeah, I don't know why it's quiet. I can still hear you. It's just quiet and sort of tinny sounding.
I don't know what did I get like a fuzz bully? I don't really want to dig in there.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Don't cram your finger into the microphone. That's not going to help.
Try restarting Zoom, Shiro suggests. It may be a Zoom problem.
Oh, good now. I mean, or... Oh, where are you? There is the last thing. Where is it? Where could it be? God knows. Ouch, as I break things.
Yeah, on her end. I think you're better.
Nothing's broken. I just stepped on something. It's fine. All's well.
You're sort of going in and out. Like I can hear you, but it's better at times.
Sure.
It may be a Zoom issue.
Probably. I mean, of the available things, that makes the most sense, because otherwise nothing has changed.
Yeah.
I am still exactly where I've been, sitting on my couch.
Okay. Let's just continue. I can still hear you.
Okay. All right. So. Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups there. We are going to need a pipless 1x4 in gray. Actually, all of these pieces are gray, now that I look.
Okay. I've got that.
A 2x2. And a 2x6.
Got it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2 2x6s.
They are a different shade of gray, I believe.
Huh.
Because I have dark gray. Oh, no, you know what? It's fine. I've got both light gray and dark gray in these. So I've got 2 2x2s, a 1x4 flat with no pips, and 2 2x6s.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do here is on top of the black 1x4 with pips that you accidentally put as a black 1x4 with no pips.
Right.
We are going to put the gray 1x4 with no pips.
Got it.
So we got there.
Nice and smooth.
But, yeah. So we knew that had to be smooth. We just didn't know when.
Oh, your sound fixed itself.
Oh, good. Cool. I'm glad. Thank you, microphone. I don't know what I did. I'm glad that
it needed some me time.
I get it. It needed to take a bathroom break. I don't know. Whatever. Take an Android P data dump. I don't know what the technical term is.
It was tired. It needed a rest.
Yeah,
we're all tired.
Yeah, it's had to put up with me talking for too long. You're gonna take one of those gray 2x6s.
Got it.
Put it immediately parallel to that pipless 1x4.
So it sort of covers. Excuse me. It ends up going like up and down, covering half of that beige bit.
Yep.
Mike 5.
Mike
Lobster. What mic are you on, Matt? Mike 5. All right. So I've got that.
All right. Right next to that 2x6, you're going to put the gray 2x2, such that the one corner of it is next to the London sign. So it's going to be flush with that bottom ledge there.
Okay. Do I end up with 2 beige pips still visible?
You do.
End up. Excellent. Wonderful.
And then you're going to put your remaining 2x6 on the other side of that 2x2, matching its twin on the other side.
So I've made a U.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh boy. Now we get to collect several things.
Oh God. Was I supposed to have 2 2x2s or 1 2x2?
Just one.
Okay, cool. I grabbed an extra.
You're going to go get another one right now.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it with me then.
In fact. So you need one of those. We need a... Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. We need another pipless gray 1x4.
Got it.
We need another gray we need a gray 2x4.
Got it.
We need the other thing that we need are 2 little gray corners. They're if you put 4 of them together, you would assemble a circle.
Interesting.
They're cornered, pointed on one side, and curved on the other, and probably take up a singular pip.
Gotcha. Got them. I need 4 of them?
Yep. No, 2. Just 2.
Okay, got them.
If you assembled 4, they would make a circle, but you only.
So I'm making a semicircle.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it.
All right. So you're gonna take your black 2x3 and fill in the center of that U.
All right.
You will have 2 pips left over at the top. That is okay.
I do. Excellent.
Yep. All right. Next to your gray 2x6 and in the center of the London sign, you're going to put your pipless 1x4.
Got it. Parallel?
Yes, parallel, please.
Done.
Thank you. Parallel to that, you're going to have, let's see. All right. Parallel to that, you're going to have one of the 1x2s with a singular pip closest to the London sign.
Got it.
So parallel to the pipless one and towards the bottom so that it's close to the London sign.
Yep.
And then at the upper part of that, to fill in the remaining 2 pips on top, you're going to need one of your 1x2s.
The one with pips on?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Next to that 1x2, you're going to put your gray 2x2.
The upper part of that?
Yes, please.
Or next to the one with the 2 pips?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then immediately underneath that, parallel to and oriented the same way as your 2x1 with the 1 pip, you're going to put your remaining 2x1s with the 1 pip.
Got it.
Next, parallel to this assembly you've made, you're
Yes.
going to put your gray 2x4.
Got it.
And then parallel to that, and matched up with these center 2 pips, you're going to put your pipless 1x2.
Got it. I see what we're doing.
Yeah, then you're going to fill in a 1x2 that is white that's got side pips on it.
Got it.
All right, now. Oh, good gravy. All right, we need pipless gray 1x2s.
Got them.
2 more little rounded corners.
Got them.
A gray 1x2 with a singular pip.
Got it.
A gray 1x2 with the usual 2 pips.
Got it.
2 standard gray 2x2s.
Got them.
And 2 gray 2x2s with a singular central pip.
Got them.
Okie dokie. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your regular 2x2s and your regular 1x2, and you're going to form a U around the white block. So you're going to put the 2x2 immediately parallel to it, or the 1x2, excuse me, immediately parallel to it, and the 2x2s on either side.
Okay, got it.
Yes. Then immediately next to those 2x2s, you're going to put the 2x2s with a central pip, one on either side.
So there's like a black 2x2 in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Which we are going to fill in with 2 of the pipless 1x2s, such that the stripe is vertical and would like split between the 2x2 on top.
Got it.
Let's see. Oh, gosh, Discord. Underneath the 2x2s with the singular pips, you're going to put a horizontal pipless 1x2, one on either side.
Got it. Does the 1 pip go in the middle?
Mm-hmm. And then at the very bottom, you're going to form another one of those curved edges with your 1x4 and curved corners.
Got them. Okay.
I feel like the other reason that I've gotten practice with this outside of Keep Talking and Nobody Legos is I have to provide very detailed image descriptions anytime I post anything to the internet anywhere, because I have friends who are visually impaired, so I have to alt text everything.
Yeah, I have to do accessibility stuff like that for work. And over the summer, we moved almost entirely online for the summer. There were things that we couldn't move online, but everything that we continued to do, we moved online. And one of the things that sort of became very, very apparent was that there are accessibility issues going online in ways that we don't have them when we're in person. And there were a couple of like webinars in making sure that your online offerings are accessible. And that's all well and good, but my boss hadn't realized that I had been alt texting every image that's on the children's section of the website since we built it.
Right.
She was like, oh, we need to start doing this. And I was like, what do you mean start?
Yeah.
I've been doing that. And she was like, oh, well, how do we do captioning? And I was like, YouTube has auto captioning. If you want to try and hire an actual closed caption service, that costs money. And if you want
to enunciate properly, YouTube will do it for you.
Right. I said, what I think is more, likely for our budget and what we're doing is that we try to speak clearly, enunciate properly, and have our mics on and have good sound quality. And then YouTube is likely to catch the vast majority of it so that whoever's listening can catch the gist of it. We also want to make sure that the visuals that we're putting up are clear for people who, can see things but not hear things. So, we want the visual of that to be really good. But she was like, well, what about described video? And I was like, we do not have the resources to do that. It would be great, but we don't have the resources to do that.
Yeah.
But it was like, there was this flurry of activity of like, oh my God, we need to make everything accessible. And I was like, everything that is actually within our power to be doing, I have already been doing on the web. To the point where like, at one point, our graphic design guy had come up with a color scheme that was yellow.
Oh God, you told me about this. It was like yellow and gray.
Yellow and gray. It was like the least contrast possible. It was horrific. And I kicked up a stink about it and was told, oh, I'm sure it's fine. He's a graphic designer. He has an eye for color. And I was like, I don't care if he has an eye for color. Other people don't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So having an eye for color also needs to sort of be wed to having an eye to accessibility. So we need to be thinking of high contrast. We need to be thinking of readability. We need to be thinking of like, how busy is this background and is the text on top of it readable? And this is all stuff that I've been like pointing at for years, for the past, 5-6 years, since we got a new graphic design guy and started doing more stuff. And it's definitely stuff that I had been doing to the extent that I was able to on our website. There being colors I can't change in some of the sort of back end design of the site as it is. And then suddenly everyone's talking about it and I'm like, where have you been?
Like, get off my,
catch up.
But like, you are late.
Like we should have been doing this from the beginning, and I have been doing this. Yeah, the graphic designer should have picked up on those needs. Readability is huge. You would think. And yet he, for whatever reason, he loves that gray and yellow combination. I have no idea why he's so enamored of it. But I kicked up a huge stink about it. He also had like pale pink on turquoise at one point, and
it's like those colors look nice together, but they're crap for reading.
Yeah, for readability, it's really not great. And I had done web accessibility classes in grad school. Like I knew what I was talking about, but they were like, oh, but it's pretty. And I'm like, doesn't matter if it's pretty if folks can't read it.
Yeah.
Don't care if it's pretty. If it's unreadable, we're not serving our public.
Yeah, so. It ain't gonna do jack if they can't read it.
Yeah.
Like, cool. My neon pink gel pens are very pretty, but my English teacher forbade me from writing in those suckers.
Yeah, that's for decoration or writing with your friends that you know can read them. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is 11:46.
It is.
And we are not remotely done with
No,
this.
not even close.
But we have gotten a good portion of it, and technically this event ends at noon. We're
not doing drawings.
Yeah, we're not doing drawings right now. We're leaving the donation page up. It's going to be up for the rest of the day until 10 p.m. Eastern. So you're welcome to continue putting donations in afternoon. That's fine. But the way that Extra Life has their page set up, those incentives go away after today. So because today is the day of our event, the incentives only exist during the event. So they expire. So you can still donate to the page, but the incentives on the page will expire. So we're happy to still take donations because taking donations means we're helping more kids, which is awesome. But if you want to get in on giveaways, if there are any t-shirts left or penny arcade pins left that are straight out donate and get it, then you gotta do it now or before 10 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, we do want to, before we sort of finish up what we can, thank a couple of people for making this possible. We want to thank Simeon Cortesano for starting us on this path and continuing to keep us on track and doing it every year and being just so enthusiastic about it. It's awesome. Sims is great. And he sets so much of this up. Yes, Andy and I have been streaming out of our own home, but Sims sets up like the pages and the back end, and he goes and gets donations from people of the incentives, like all the prizes and stuff. Sims makes the vast majority of that possible. So he's awesome, and without him, we wouldn't be doing this. We also want to thank Derek Lloyd, owner of Battleground Games and Hobbies, also without whom we wouldn't be able to do what we do the way we do it. We could still donate to Extra Life. We could still stream and play games, but having Derek back us is wonderful. And he, he donates some prize support. He donates his time and his store space to all of this, which is wonderful. Very, very, very grateful to Derek for doing that. We want to thank Insidious Pie.
Yes, thank you.
And
you are very welcome.
10 Rabid Bears, Jules and Andrew, for helping us stream and picking up the stream at various points in time and running games and audience play along stuff. And that was so much fun. So much fun. And you guys are great. Thank you so much for helping us out with that, because in the store, we can usually take a break by going downstairs, grabbing some food, eating while someone else is playing games in the loft. And we couldn't do that here. So being able to throw to other people streaming was absolutely so valuable. I want to thank John Toomey for hanging out in the store with Sims, playing board games tonight, and being his usual enthusiastic board game fan self, because goodness knows we need that sort of energy. Andy, who else?
I would like to thank both of you.
Yeah, everyone who donated, obviously.
Well, not just funds.
And I would like to thank both of you on behalf of myself and the chat for holding down the fort over at Camp
Andy. Pie's talking.
Andy and Andrew, or Andy and Amanda.
Thank you.
You are making this work. You are rescuing me as my computer explodes. And you are inviting us all into your home with your lovely cat and your lovely stories and your lovely bright smiling faces, and you have been a bright spot through the entirety of 2020, but especially this weekend.
You.
And I am happy to count you as friends and cohorts in this absolute shenanigan of Extra Life. So thank you.
The same goes for you, my friend. You have
Thanks, Clara, for not jumping up on the
thank you, Clara, for not jumping up on the neatly arranged Legos. And Andy says, thank you to everyone who has donated not just money, but their time and support in terms of prizes. We have artists who have donated their art. Wormwood donated a dice vault. Pi, you're donating like 4 items. Like everyone who put prize support together for us. Ninth Level Gaming for putting together that awesome prize pack of books and pins. It's just been wonderful. And we have so many people who have supported us, both by donating time, materials, money, and by hanging out in the stream with us. And even if you had no money to share, that's fine. We understand that. Things are tight. Things are tough. This year has been a decade compressed into a year. And being in the stream is so helpful in keeping us going. Sharing the stream with your friends means that we have even more people coming in and hanging out. We do want to also thank Neil DeYoung, our good friend Neil, who hung out with me and Andy and played some Magic. And she's great, and I hope we get to play some more Magic with her soon. We had thought maybe that we would get another game going tonight, and we just never got around to it. So yeah, sorry to Neil for that, but we'll catch her at some other point. And yeah, thank you to everyone who stopped in, everyone who hung out, everyone who chatted with us overnight, and supported us as like weird stuff happened, like Kai's computer dying and things like that. It was not a stream without its technical issues, but this is our first time doing it fully remote. You know, normally we're in the store and we can get everything set up well ahead of time and just leave it set up and tweak it as we need it. This forced us to sort of think on our feet. So thank you so much to everyone for hanging out and helping, no matter how that help manifested, whether it was just boosting us along and cheering us on, donating money, donating time, donating materials. We appreciate all of it and all of you. And really, it's all for kids. And how much have we raised as of right now?
$1,866, it says.
Not bad. Not bad. We set a very ambitious goal this year. I think I'm nudging the mouse. We set a very ambitious goal this year, and we kind of set it well before we really knew what this year was going to look like. So that we've gotten as much as we've gotten, I feel like is just an absolute success.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that we were able to do this fully remote and still raise money and have people so enthusiastic without being in the store and having that energy that's in the store. It's fantastic. It's made me really happy. So, yeah.
Agreed. And it has proven that we can do games like Werewolf and like Kobolds Ate My Babies on any given like Thursday evening.
We could just do it. Yeah, we could do it anytime.
It doesn't have to be Extra Life. We could just do that.
Lobster says, I'm up for another Kobolds Ate My Baby on the Battleground stream someday if we can assemble enough players. I think that's doable. I think that's totally doable. I would love to kill more kobolds. You know, that was a ton of fun. I had a headache at the time and was having trouble concentrating, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everyone for helping us out and doing so much, whether it was chatting with us or pitching in $5 or $2, you know, any of it is helpful. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, friends.
Thank you, random citizen.
It's been it. Thank you, Clown Gun. We've tried for chill and nice. That's what we were hoping for. The atmosphere in the store gets very chaotic, especially around Werewolf. But we wanted things tonight and last night to be chill hangouts and enjoying being with each other when being with each other is difficult.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Now, Pi, how tired are you?
Profoundly exhausted.
All right. Do we want to say we've successfully assembled the base of the Lego?
I think so, for both your sanity and mine.
Yeah. And I have the instructions, so I can.
You have the
it.
instructions.
Yeah. Because I have the box.
Yes.
So yeah, we were able to construct the base of the London Skyline Lego kit. Pi and I are fairly practiced at this sort of thing. Yeah, it's going to be the HMS Victory. It's the Hindenburg.
Oh God.
It's going to blow up some kobolds. So yeah, I'm going to bag up the pieces because they all came out of one sort of bag. They weren't numbered. It doesn't really matter how I bag them up. So I will do that. Yeah, that's one thing. I'm going to put them in a Ziploc and put them back in the box so that I don't lose any of the like little.
And it exploded and took a kobold with it.
And it exploded. All right. We are coming down to the wire. We have 3 minutes left. Do we want to try and do like one more step on this? All right, let's do it.
Let me pull this back up because I had just pulled the Zoom call back to prominence here. Okay. Step number, where are we? 26? 26. We need 2 gray 1x2s.
Got them.
2 pipless gray 1x1s.
Got them.
And
you have to go right at noon, Lobster. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So much.
So fun hanging out with
thanks, Lobster. And it's been good to see your face this weekend. I now have a face to associate with my crustacean compatriot.
We wake up by then.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So I've got my 2 2x1s. I've got my 2 flat pipless 1x1s.
And you need 1 flat pipless 1x4.
Got it.
Also in gray, if you please.
Yes.
And we are going to assemble these also around the white 2x1.
Okay.
So we're going to put the 2 1x2s up in the corners, right next to it on either side.
So it basically creates like a 1x6 along the top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to work, Shiro. Thank you for being here. It's been awesome. And thank you for the Lego kit. It was great.
Yes. Thank you.
So the 1x4 goes sort of in the middle and the 1x1s go on either side?
They do.
I know how this stuff works.
You so smart.
All right. That is done.
That's it. That's that step.
Awesome. All right. I will bag up the pieces and maybe we'll do another stream of this at some point.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Yes.
I'll have to re-knoll my pieces because if I leave these out, Clara will attack them.
Yeah, no. Clara will thieve them and
they will be in her poops. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or they will be under the radiator somehow.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man's helmet.
They'll be down in. We don't have the radiators anymore. We have forced hot air grates, so they'll be down in those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. And then melting into the that's not going well.
Yeah, no. All right, folks. It is noon. We made it. Thank you so much, everybody.
And yeah, we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, right.